Hey you guys, it's Keisha and Mo back with a new episode of Since You Asked. Let's get right to it. Hey Keisha and Mo, I first start off wanting to say that I said honest just because that makes me feel more comfortable expressing myself right now. And also I want to say that I love your channel, Keisha. I've been watching since the beginning of the year. Keep up the good work, and thank you for making a platform like this for those who want unbiased opinions and sometimes don't want to discuss things like this with friends or family. You are so welcome. We have aimed to please. Okay. So, I've had these two best friends since my sophomore year of high school, and I'm 22 now, just for reference. Long story short, we had a little clique in high school, including some other girls that I don't really care about now, because they proved to be some fake-ass bitches. LOL. But anyway, those two always remain my best friend, even when one transferred schools and the other only transferred for a year and then came back senior year. When one of my best friends came back senior year, she acted a way towards me, and there were certain incidents that happened that one person would probably question or confront, but knowing how I overthink a lot. I decided to ignore it, and we still hung out as friends and still talk, even though we were not as close as we were when we were sophomores. So in 2012, we went to college. They went to the same college, and I went to an hour away, so we were always together every weekend partying. My best friend had her own apartment, and my other best friend stayed with her because she didn't have a place to stay. And during that time, my best friend would always talk shit about her to me because she was pretty annoyed sometimes with her about her staying there, but I never said anything because I'm not about to start drama between them. My best friend that was staying with my other best friend eventually met some new friends and started hanging with them more, and we could both tell she was different because she was never really as excited to talk to us as she was with her new friends. Okay, so my best friend that had the apartment, and I decided that next year for our sophomore year of college, I would move out there and we would get our own place with our boyfriends and just have fun and party. My boyfriend and her boyfriend had been best friends since 3rd grade. So in 2013 summer, I found out I was pregnant. So our party idea was pretty much dead, and only reason I still moved out there is because I had already transferred schools and signed on my apartment. All in all, the apartment idea was bad, and it was too much drama between the four of us, and we just didn't live well together, honestly. Oh yeah, and then with my other best friend, she was pillow talking with some guy who was in some type of beef with my boyfriend / baby daddy, and it had got real serious to the point where lives were at stake. And in the midst of that, she ended up telling the guy where we live, and I was pissed. When I confronted her about it, she knew I was mad at her, but she kept denying that she did that. But we knew that she did because the guy told us that she told him. But not once did she ever try to reconcile with me or reach out to me after that day, knowing that we were supposed to be best friends, and she knew I was pretty upset with her. It's like she just let friendship go, and also the friend I live with stopped talking to her as well, being a follower. Anyways, I moved back home and prepped for the arrival of my child. In the beginning of my motherhood, the girl I lived with was a very good parent to my child, and everything was good. After a while, our friendship started to dwindle, and I think it's because she started making new friends, but who knows. We started not to become close at all, to the point where we wouldn't even have normal conversations. So eventually that friendship ended because she stopped playing her role as a godparent, and I just started to realize that she's not really a good friend to me. For example, one time her and her boyfriend stopped by my house to pick up something of my boyfriend's, and when I saw them coming in, she was making all types of faces and huffing and puffing like she didn't want to be there, and she kept making excuses to try to leave, and she's never done that before, and that's what really opened my eyes and made me think. And maybe she felt the same, who knows, even though I've never did anything shady to her or behind her back. She went damn near a year without seeing my child or even asking about her as a godparent, and when my boyfriend invited them to my child's 2nd birthday, she was acting weird as hell, like she didn't want to be there. And now I see my two former best friends all on social media kicking it, and now being all buddy. I feel some type of way about it, sometimes because one of them knew I was mad about something she clearly did, and she never treated the situation like I feel a real friend would. And the other one proved to me that she just wasn't shit, especially when she started to disappear out of my daughter's life. Like, I don't play those types of games when it comes to my child. Like, how come it's so easy for y'all to be back cool, but when it came to me, y'all just let the friendship go so easily? I recently heard from a mutual friend that my friend who did the pillow talking stated that she didn't have an issue with me. Okay, so why haven't you said anything to me since the incident? I'm a firm believer that people come and go and everyone isn't meant to stick around in the long haul, but this is something I can't wrap my head around because these were my real best friends. At least so I thought. How should I feel at the end of the day? Just say fuck them and keep it moving, or keep dwelling over this in my head? Whew, I'm tired. You go because my throat hurt.
I say just keep moving. I think that especially when you're younger and you have children, and I mean, and it's just gonna be one part because that was a lot. The godparent thing. When you're young and somebody makes you a godparent,
girl, that shit don't mean shit to me.
That don't. And I'm not trying to be funny, but people just be at two different places in their lives. And if she ain't got no kids and she's still young, and you got, I mean, it's just not. She ain't thinking about it like that. And I think that we also forget the meaning of what that's supposed to be. That's not your babysitter or the person that comes around your kid all the time and buy them shit. And like, I think that people tend to forget. Now, of course, you need to know the child just in case something happens to you, because that's what that's really all about.
Right.
But girl, I would just keep on moving. People come and people go. I mean, it's some people that I've been knowing shit since kindergarten that I could probably walk around. I mean, I wish them the best. Wish them the best. And I thought that we was better than what we ended up being.
Yeah.
But shit, it turned out that wasn't the case. But guess what? Both of us will live another damn day, hopefully. And you just gotta go on about your damn business. Period. You can't keep on letting people take up space in your damn mind. You cannot missing out on life, worried about all this type of shit. No, ma'am. You gotta let that go.
Y'all sound real young, and a lot of this shit is real young, childish shit that happens at 20, 21, 22 years old. When I was that age, I had my son, and for, like I said, between the ages of like 18 to 22, me and my best friend didn't even really talk for real during that time. It was a time where me and one of my best friends didn't really speak at all because I had fallen out with one of the group members, and they decided they wanted to continue to remain friends, and I was like on the outskirts during that time, especially because I had a baby. I couldn't kick it no more, and they was out doing them and having fun. It hurt my feelings at the time, but it was what it was because I was in a different space in my life, and life slows down when you have a newborn and a toddler. It's just what it is. And what ended up happening was we grew up, that friend came back, and it's been straight ever since then. What people need to learn is that friendships are like relationships. Every friendship ain't meant to be a lifetime fucking relationship. You know how many bitches I called friend back in the day I don't even talk to? No, the ones that are meant to be are still around here today. So some people that you were best friends with in high school, you're not going to be best friends with when you 25, 29, 30, 40, 50 years old. They serve their purpose, and it's time to move on.
You know, when I was young, when I was in high school, my aunt, I used to talk about my friends. My best friend is my best. And one day she said some shit to me, and I still don't like her for it. Saying this. And she was like, girl, when you get out of school, when you go to college, or when y'all get out of school, y'all ain't gonna need to talk to each other no more.
I mean, like, that's really true for a lot of people.
Like, you got Kim messed up. No. But she said, Kim's still around, by the way. But I did not believe that the people that were so near and dear to me would not be near and dear to me later on in life. But the shit was the truth. Cause it went from 20 to 5 real quick.
I mean, really. And then what ends up happening, the older you get, the more you change. And some friends that you really liked and really meshed well with, you older you get, sometimes they still there at 18, and you at where you need to be at in life, and you can't mentally be on that same playing field with that motherfucker because they still childish and stupid and be tripping off dumb shit. So that's a part of friendship.
Right, you can't because you have a child now. So if you don't play about them, now just imagine where your headspace have to be for your kids.
I'm glad you keep. My baby godmother is my best friend, Losha. Losha ain't never, I don't even think she's ever watched Kyrie's, well, yeah, she's watched Kyrie's maybe about 5 or 6 times. And Kyrie's is 17 years old now. And I never was like, she don't come get him, like that wasn't her responsibility. Like, even when he was a kid, I never was like, Losha, can you come get Kyrie's? Like, never, because I didn't trust her. I didn't know if he was gonna come back right, but she gonna be pissed off when she sees that. what? Like, you can't be right, like, no, have my baby throwing up gang signs and shit, talking to Paige Dale, like, no. So, you can't be tripping off if some person come and be around your baby all the time. Like, no. As long as they're there in the important moments, that's what the fuck matters. So,
I'm just laughing.
So, yeah, you gotta get over shit like this. As long as your baby daddy there to help you, that's all that fucking matters. So, let us know what ends up happening. Y'all just gotta grow up out this shit. And next question. Hey, Keisha Mo, love this channel. It gets me through the week. LOL. Thank you. Did you see that?
Gets me through work.
Oh, whatever. You said what the fuck I want to say. You just see that one post.
Getting mad at me. That's how he was like, this shit ain't what I said.
I got this one tweet from this girl. I don't be tripping off the fact that like people like be listening to us on their way to work while they cooking and shit, and like we be really getting people through that. You know, we be waiting for like Corey Holcomb to post. Like people be waiting for us to post these videos. That be just so mind-boggling. I wanted to seek y'all opinions about something that I have found myself complex by in my dating life. I'm 25 years old, college educated, employed, and single female. I'm also a virgin. Sorry, Mo.
I don't have nothing against virgins. I don't have nothing. Why people think I got something against virgins?
Because the way your face be looking. Okay. Mainly because
I'm just say this though. I don't want nobody to get it fucked up. I was having sex with the same dude.
Yeah,
the
I was
only
the whore.
dude for 11 years straight. Please don't think my body count is up here. It's not.
Oh God. Okay, mainly because I was raised in a strict African household. In college, I came on to the dating game very green, and since been quite a disappointment. I found myself dating men that coming across the same way. They're not looking for a relationship. Girl, preach to the choir. They seem to lose interest shortly after I convey my intentions on dating to find someone right. Girl, I get it, girl. After I hear these words, I usually cut them off graciously because I do not see the point of giving that Negro an open chapter in my life. But for some reason, they stay checking on me. Every time it ends with someone I'm seeing, my friends always have things to say about how the mentality of men I'm dating just isn't in the space to date someone dating for a purpose. Oh, he was a fuck boy. He couldn't deal with no virgin. He seems like work is his only priority. He was just a player girl. He ain't on mission to really fall in love, fall for no one. But I don't know if I truly believe those statements anymore. I kind of feel like they just didn't like me enough to want to explore a relationship with me, like it wasn't a true connection for them. Please understand that I'm not saying this because that's how I feel about myself. I look damn good and I know I have so much to offer to someone in my most humble voice. I do not believe someone's interest or lack of interest towards you is a reflection of you. Good girl. But I think that sometimes women say these things to themselves in order to sugarcoat the truth. So we make up all excuses about how if he's not in my mindset to truly meet someone, that's just what it is. I kind of believe that no matter what mission or agenda a man is on, if he ends up liking you, he will continue to get to know you and be open to a relationship with you. I only think a man's mentality will keep them from committing to you fully, i.e. marriage. I know players, fuckboys, or men who only did WBs. Females with bodies? I don't know. Where does FWBs? I don't know what that is. We old.
Females with boyfriends?
you know we ain't out here in these streets no more. Y'all can't be giving us these slang terms and shit. You need to put, I don't know what FWs mean, but please let us know down below in the comment section. Okay, so she says, or men who only did FWBs who met someone that they fell for. Do you think a man will pass up a good woman he's truly feeling because he's not looking for a relationship? I have been told that I have a naive perspective on dating / love, so I would love to hear y'all's. Would love your opinion on this. Yeah, men do pass up good motherfuckers because they don't want to be in a relationship. And that ain't got nothing to do with your age bracket. Shit, I'm older than you and I still have to go through the, when I tell a motherfucker that this is what I'm looking for, and they know that I'm a good woman, they'd be like, damn, you are a good woman. If I was in that space, I want to be with you, but that ain't just what I'm on right now because they want something easy. Your challenge just too much for most of these lazy ass men. I've had even male friends that be like, what and who you are is too much for a nigga like me that just ain't there in my life right now, because they can go and fuck Lakeisha around the corner that ain't gonna require much of them. So I feel like you're not so much naive as you just gotta start paying attention to what motherfuckers is telling you. If he don't want to be in a relationship with you, he just don't want to be in a relationship with you.
What if, okay, here's my thing, and I had to learn this myself. I think we spend so much time planning for shit and things, you know, like, I want this out of my life, I want that, and this is what I'm gonna do, and this is, and really all you have is like right now, in this moment. And I think we need to start learning to live in the moment. You could meet somebody who's looking for a relationship. You could very well not be the motherfucker that he want to be in a relationship with, and he might not find that out until a year from now. And then what are you gonna do? Can't take back your virginity. I'm just saying, there's nothing that you can do to save yourself from being
hurt.
No, I'm not saying not being hurt, but what I'm saying is just by you saying, hey, I want to be in a relationship, and then these guys are saying, I don't want to be in a relationship, you can meet somebody. And I had a male friend tell me that he was dating girls, he was dating these women, and they were looking for husbands, and they said that. And because he said that he didn't, at the time, I don't think he necessarily said that he wasn't looking for a wife, but what he did say was, regardless if I am or if I'm not, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be my wife. So, I mean, what do you do then in that case?
Not very much true. I just feel like when you're dating and you're meeting guys and you're telling them what you want and they're saying that's not what you want, I just, for myself, being in your position and I can relate to it, I just feel like for myself, I'm not going to invest time in someone that does not want what I want, because that's a red flag right there. If he's telling you he don't want the same things that you want right now, then check that mark for later. Who's to say he won't come back around and say, you know what, I'm there now, and if you're still open, let's try it then. But I'm just personally not going to invest in my time and energy in the person that's not mentally where I'm at or want the same things, because I'm not going to play myself and then start liking you, spending time with you, catching feelings for you, start fucking you, going out on dates with you, and I then start loving your ass, and then you can hit me with, well, I told you I don't really want to be in a relationship, and then
or
I'm
he
over
could really
stuff.
want to be in a relationship, and all that stuff still could happen.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying.
So
I'm
you
talking
still,
about
at the end, you still gonna not be with somebody in the end. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm just talking about for the men that don't want to be in a relationship. That's what she's talking about. I'm talking about for the guys that you meet that's saying they don't want it. I personally would.
So what happens to the female that's not, and this is just a question because I'm curious. What happens to, because I know sometimes we tend to be biased because we think that only shit happens to us. So what happens to the woman that's not looking for a relationship, that's working on herself, and somebody falls out the damn sky, because it happens, and oh, I wasn't expecting him, and he's a dream come true, and the love of my life, and he just came and swooped me up, this and that. You wasn't looking for nothing, so why that can't happen for him? You don't have no control over what somebody, people don't know, sometimes people don't know that they ready for something. So you can't just dismiss somebody because they saying that they don't. All you can do is move cautiously. That's all you can do.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I want you will possibly, you can meet a man and say, I don't want a relationship, that if they continue to date you, they like you so much that you end up changing their mind. That nobody's saying that can't happen. I 100% agree with what you're just saying. But I'm just saying, for the men that I've met that have said that to me, they have stuck with that, and that's just where they at. You know the men I'm talking about. Okay. So I'm just saying, for somebody that ain't at the level of dating that I'm at, somebody especially young and that can be easily persuaded and their feelings be all over the place, and you know, because you will lead with your pussy sometimes, and leading with your pussy get your feelings hurt, or leading with your heart sometimes to get your fucking feelings hurt, because I know in the past, me being that girl that met guys that say, I don't really want a relationship right about now, I would continue to pursue them and then be in a relationship with them and end up getting their asses, because I was that girl. I will make you want to be in a relationship with me, and then get your ass in a relationship, and then wonder why I was being treated bad. Because from the beginning, that motherfucker told me he didn't want to have a fucking relationship with my ass. So that's why I'm saying I don't want her to, put herself in that predicament. I just think, like Monique said, you have to move cautiously. So that's our opinion on everything, because I know we was all over the place, but hopefully we gave you some advice. The subject, to hoe or not to hoe. Hi, Keisha and Mo. My name is Sav. I'm 18 and a freshman in college, and I wrote into you guys when you did Ask Keisha and Mo series, and I wrote about my sister thinking I was gay. It's okay if you don't remember. I remember because it was 2 years ago, and I ended up having to come to Jesus meeting with myself and realize that I am super gay, and there was no need to deny it anymore. So I'm writing it to you guys because I'm stuck in quite the predicament. I was in a long distance relationship with this girl. We would call her Chanel. Distance was never a problem in our relationship because we saw each other every couple of months. Either I would make the trip or she would, and it just worked out because I had family where she lived. We broke up in June. Well, she broke up with me because she felt like she would hurt me once she went to college. Originally, we were supposed to go to college together, but life happened and I ended up being stuck in North Carolina. She broke up with me, but she still wanted there to be some type of relationship, meaning she wanted to continue the way things were just without the title of girlfriend. All my friends hate her because she literally broke my heart, and they just feel like I was always the one putting in more effort in the relationship than she was. But I am so in love with the girl, I didn't pay attention. Anyway, after our breakup, I went on a rampage, sort of. I ended up fucking 3 of my friends. 2 out of 3 were friends with each other, and I sort of broke their relationship up because they found out about each other. Other friend is still my bitch.
Oh, wow.
She's like the Meredith to my Christina. Who is them?
Grey's Anatomy.
I was going to say, I just knew it was some shit you would know.
It just ain't been the same.
So us messing around didn't ruin anything. However, one friend, we would call her Gabby, before we messed around, had told me she liked me. I already know I fucked up by fucking her because it happened a lot. I told her I didn't want a relationship because she knew I had just got my heart broken. This is kind of random, but I feel like it's important to mention that we went from fucking all the time to now when I look at her, I don't even feel attracted to her. When she wants to cuddle, I don't even sit on the bed. I will sit my ass on the floor, but our vibes together are something crazy. You being such a nigga right now. But anyway, while I'm fucking with other girls, I'm still talking to Chanel on a daily. Since Chanel and I both started college, we haven't had time to talk to each other, and I felt like I wasn't getting the attention I wanted from her. And yes, I know this sounds weird considering I was messing with Gabby, but I still have love for Chanel. You are a nigga. When niggas get their heart broke, they take that shit out on the next bitch, but you still over there wanting to be with that bitch. Oh my God. I told her I didn't want to talk anymore. I told her why, and even though she understood where I was coming from, she was hurt. Well, now here's where shit gets messy. I've been chilling with Gabby every day for months straight. Gabby doesn't want a relationship yet, but she wants relationship benefits, such as the good morning text, I missed you text, etc. But bitch, how can I miss you and send you a good morning text when you at my house every morning and I see you every day? She's gotten so clingy and it's annoying, and now Chanel is hitting me up every morning with a good morning text, a paragraph, seeing how my day is, sending me sweet paragraphs and shit when I'm at work. When I'm at work, I know for a fact Chanel is in love with me and wants to be with me, but I don't want to be stupid again and go back to her when she could easily break my heart. I just don't know what to do. Basically, my problem / question is, what do I do? On one hand, I have a girl who is cool. We vibe really well, but she's clingy and annoying. Then on the other, I have the girl who I'm in love with, always putting in the effort to get us back, but can easily break my heart again. Do I keep talking to both of them, or do I choose one? P.S. Mo, I get hella hard eyes for you because you are just so gorgeous. Everybody love Mo. All right.
I told you everybody loves Mo. Ain't that my friend?
So what if you don't like me too?
No, that you need to deal with that pain.
Yeah. You need to deal with your breakup with old girl and to figure out if you want to be with her or not, because you can't be out here leading other bitches on and taking your transgressions out from Chanel on Gabby and Gabby on Chanel and shit. That ain't right. You already knew that Gabby bitch liked you from the beginning, and you kind of been like playing with her feelings and emotions and shit, and that ain't right. That ain't cool. You don't want to be like these niggas out here. Don't do that to nobody, because first of all, you don't want nobody. You already know how it feels to be done that way. The Chanel bitch did you that way, so it's not right for you to turn around and do the same thing to this Gabby bitch knowing that she like you. So I say leave Gabby alone and figure out what the fuck you and this Chanel bitch gonna do with each other.
Can't be clingy to the motherfucker.
You be sitting on the floor and shit after y'all fuck, and she be coming to bed and hug me.
You be right there, she be text you like, what you doing?
I'm right here, bitch. What the fuck you want? Shit. Don't do Gabby like that. Gabby ain't did nothing to you. But deal with Chanel and y'all shit and figure out if you want to be with this girl and see if you want to give her another chance.
The damage is already done, which is why you're doing everybody else like that.
Yeah.
Because you're so scared of getting hurt again that you won't open up to nobody else. But you just really have to, you don't have to deal with that breakup and everything that's happened within yourself because of that before you do anything with anybody, whether it be Gabby or somebody else.
Yeah. Or Chanel ass. But, yeah.
I don't think Chanel the answer, though.
Yeah. I think that ship has sailed. Y'all just need to go ahead and leave each other alone. Because you don't trust her no more. You're going to always doubt her and be wondering when the other shoe going to drop, if she going to do the same shit again.
I wouldn't trust Chanel sitting next to me. Saying.
So, yeah, but stop leading Gabby on. If you don't really like her like that and want to fuck with her like that and she get on your nerves, and she only get on your nerves because she's not Chanel. So, yeah, just leave Gabby alone. Stop leading that girl on because she's experiencing now what Chanel did to you, and that's not fair. It's not right.
That's the vicious cycle, man.
Girl,
so let it go so that it doesn't
go.
continue. And it might be too late, though.
Yeah, leave both of them bitches alone. Get yourself in order.
But don't just, I think you should break it to Gabby easily. Like, don't just be like, leave it alone!
Like, yeah, just sit her down and talk to her and tell her right now it's just not a good time for you to be in a relationship because you still, you know, tripping off some other shit that you need to get with, and it's not her, it's you. It's not you, it's me, you know, conversation.
I'm not going to condone lying.
With her. And she going to be like, no, you're not going to leave me. No.